Hey guys, how are you? Hope everybody's doing great. Sorry for the little bit of AFK-ness there. I had like a 80 billion life things going on, and some of them I knew about in advance. So a smart person would have like made some videos in advance to put up while all this stuff is happening. But I didn't do that. So yeah, more of a laziness thing, I guess, more than anything. Trying to take it easy a little bit. But so leveled, remember I told you guys about the crushing, well, not crushing, whatever, olive. How I was doing the champ training tournament for Korrigar Death Bell, but then I lost and it was very sad. And life went on and everything. So I did level like 85 billion new champs during that. And I finally got to do some stuff with them. So let me just show you a fun, or at least I thought it was fun, fun little team that I had wanted to try. So this might be not well-known information because I don't ever use this champ ever. I have a Trunda sitting here. I never use this champion. Actually, trigger warning, her build is garbage. So this is a Trunda build from like 2 years ago. It's trash. You know, I would call it like garbage savage would be the best description of it. So that's my garbage Trunda build. I do have this champ who's amazing in Hydra, and I don't ever use her. And then I finally got Nia in the guaranteed, been wanting to try her forever. So I did get her built up in the provoke set, because she's got the AoE A1. So I got that built up. You don't have to build her in provoke. That was just, my dream, that that additional provoking. And then I also have, I don't think he's 60'd yet. So further down, I have Gurptuk Mossbeard, who I just think is so fun. He places the poisons on his own team, and then his passive, allies under poison debuffs inflict 7.5% more damage for each poison debuff on them, stacking up to a maximum of 30%. So, plus resistance, I guess, is cool also. So yeah, he's super funsies. He has black buffs, which is like mega important. Oh, sorry, clicking on the wrong ability. He has black buffs, which is like mega important Hydra debuff. And then yeah, I was intrigued by the more damage, so I wanted to test out that for a long time now. It's just perception, divine speed. I guess that's like whatever I had lying around. So there you have it. And he also has like a single target cleanse little shield thingy. So there is that. Cleanse of everything except the poisons, of course. Don't want to get rid of those. So those are those are the 3 new champs I'm trying out. Everybody else you've seen before, we can look at them in a bit. But so I guess thought process was like we looked at, we have Gurptuk for the, the black buffs, the overall team damage increase, the resistance increase, the little cleanse. So that was the thought process. And then Trunda, who does a lot of damage, and then, she's getting the damage increased, and I never use this champ, so I wanted to use her. There's like that thing where it's spreading all the damage, and I think it's like a bug, but like they said, they're not going to fix it. It's been around forever, so whatever. We'll just keep doing lots of damage. And then my further thought process was that Nia has the like mini reset, right? So she's got wrong one. Okay, removes all debuffs from target ally, heals them. If the target of the skill is not this champion, decreases the cooldown of all the target's skills by 2 turns. So I guess that was my thought process. I was like, okay, this isn't Yumiko or anything, obviously. I know people have those insane teams where they have like 19 Yumikos and 14 Trundas, and they do like 85 trillion damage. That's not what this is, obviously. So yeah, that was my thought process. And then she's got like the ally protect, the decreased speed. I've got her in the provoke just in case, because I do have Harma who can provoke. Herndig, decrease defense, weaken, decrease accuracy. I have Astra Dreamsong, AoE weaken, heal, turn meter boost, decrease speed, increase speed, so lots of good buffs and debuffs. What I really need for this team is I really need to get her in a Hex set because that would be awesome. But yeah, those 4-piece Ice Column sets, not easy to get good pieces in. Not for me, at least. I'm never that lucky. So, but that's the goal someday. So let's see how it all played out. Everything's going much as you would expect. Harma, I should make her slower than her dig or make her dig faster for it to be ideal, but it's okay. I think we're gonna make it. Oh, sorry. I forgot to say, by the way, this is just normal. So this is just memes. This is, yeah. I probably should have tried it on hard, but now I've used the key and nothing can be done. So there you have it. Okay, so there's the Trunda ability. Do lots of damage. You can see I'm controlling it because I want to make sure that gets used. The reset move from Nia gets used on Trunda. And that was actually one of the problems that I was running into, is that I have Trunda in the leader spot, which just makes sense because it's the attack percent aura. So that does make sense. But what I was really hoping is that a lot of people who have support skills, they'll always target the leader, you know? So I was really, really hoping that she would always target her, but unfortunately she actually doesn't, because the thing is also comboed with a heal. So it seems like it's more based on like who's weak, who needs a heal, who needs a cleanse. Unfortunately, because I did see her using it on other people and even herself, like if she got a little low. So yeah, that kind of crushed my dreams there. Because obviously like full auto is always a goal. Nobody wants to sit here for like an hour, you know, controlling this stuff. So unfortunately, that's, you know, kind of crushed like the full auto dreams. I mean, obviously it can still full auto and do a lot of damage, but like for it to be, you know, maximum, efficient, most damage, unfortunately, at least in my experience, she targets weird things. So it doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, she was targeting all kinds of people, you know, sometimes Trunda, sometimes Herndig, sometimes herself. So it was, yeah, definitely based more around who needed the heal. And then yeah, she's got the little, you know, the baby strengthen, the ally protect, and I built her pretty tanky. So that's really nice. And you can see that even though I don't have a reviver, everything is going fine. You know, the heads are dead so often that it doesn't really matter. But you know, it's Hydra. Everything can always go like horrifically wrong in an instant. And I'm sure it does. So this is kind of the beginning, and then, you know, obviously this is just what keeps happening for a long periods of time. You know, mix it up a little bit, get the Wrath Head in here, the Fear Head, that's a big favorite of everybody. It's super fun. But yeah, as you can see, we're healthy. Something else that I didn't consider because, you know, geez, I'm not that smart. I forgot that Nia, her passive, she also, when she's healed, she heals each ally for 20% of the heal. So every time Estrid's healing, because of Estrid's passive, Nia's healing everybody. Every time Gurptuk's healing people, you know, like everybody's healing. So it was actually much more 500 IQ than I thought it was, and we were a lot healthier than I imagined. Because normally I bring like Rector Draft. So yeah, that went much better than expected, I guess. I was wondering if we would be survivable, but we were. And it helps, you know, Harma, she's not gonna die. You know, Gurptuk Nia, they're obviously not going to die. But the concerns are like Trunda, Herndig. Estrid's not very tanky because she's just built fast. So those would be concerns. And then obviously I do still have 1, 2, 3 supports in here. So it's really not ideal. Like, you know, if one of these was another damage dealer, maybe that would be like for the best. But, you know, you have to think about so many things, right? Like, should I remove Estrid, you know, but she has like increased speed, decreased speed, you know, she has so much. So it's like, is it worth it? I don't know. And then, you know, it's like, how many hours can I be expected to play Hydra per week, you know? So the experimentation, for me, it's very slow, you know? It's like 1 week I'll experiment with this, and then next week we'll look at that. Unfortunately, I can't just sit there for like 8 hours, like you know, figuring something out, even if it might be kind of funsies. So as you can imagine, team is definitely going to go to the turn limit. There we are, passing 500,000, 560, 600,000. So that was the final score. 632.39 million damage. Trunda, literally half of it, more than half of it. 325,000, or sorry, million, 325,000. Herndig, 156 million. Estrid, 25 million. Harma, 113 million. Oh, is this still going? My bad. I thought I paused it. Oh, I'm lost. Nia, she didn't even have masteries or anything. Like, obviously we could up this a little bit because I would go War Master. Gurptuk, no masteries either. None of his stuff is even really an attack. Like, the block buffs is just a place. So no matter what you do, that dude's not doing any damage. And then, wow, look at all of our healers. So, yeah, that was my funsies normal team for the week. Like I said, I know so many people have way crazier teams than me, and yeah, like, my builds aren't amazing, my strategy probably isn't amazing, you know, the whole thing is lacking. But honestly, like, normal is probably the most fun one, right? Like, I don't like my other teams are boring. Like, my brutal team is boring. Like, it's not fun, you know, it doesn't have Herndig. So yeah, normal is just kind of fun to throw stuff at. I probably should have tried it to hard though. The Trunda build would have to be better though. I think she's like far too slow, and you know, everything else about it was also awful. So we'll have to give that another look. I could definitely. It's just like, it's normal Hydra, right? So it's like, I don't really want to put like a build of someone that I actually use like in other more important places on her, because, you know, it probably should be on like Leo or something. So yeah, I don't use her like in PvP at all. I just ranked up to gold finally in Tag Arena. I've been gold in Live Arena for a long time. But I just finally got the tag one, and I basically, like, I just use people that can't die. Like, I use Taurus, I use Leorius, I use Harima, I use like Borshu Macabre sometimes. People don't see that one coming. So yeah, like, for me, the tanky nukers were definitely the way to go. So but yeah, I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Probably not. If you want to see the like Herndig build really quick, again, like I said, none of my builds on anything are ever going to be amazing, but there is him, you know. I would describe it, you know, it's another mediocre savage build. And I think the Estrid, it's just, you know, whatever little speed build I threw on at the time, didn't put that much thought into it. And I think that was everybody. One more. I mean, I guess Harma, you know, it's a bad lethal build. That's all my nuker builds, just mediocrity. Okay, so now that I've embarrassed myself with all of my terrible builds, thank you for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you found this fun or something. I don't know if it was educational. I don't know if I'd go that far. And hope you're all doing well. Are you guys doing the fusion? Let me know. I haven't even looked at it. As always, this guy's very burny, so I'll check that out soon. And enjoy the rest of your weeks. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.